Let the show begin. Let's dance!
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's so...
Sir Rama.
Huh?
Do you see another Rama?
Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem...
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha!
For Rex Lepus! Let the show begin. Born of ice and frost.
Illusion shattered!
Booba, get them!
Access denied. No escape! Torn to oblivion!
Nice and spicy!
Born of ice and frost!
Let's dance!
Access denied. We're way behind schedule. Down! You shall perish! There is no escape!
Eat this!
All hail! Born of ice and frost. Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha!
Let the show begin.
Excellent. Access denied. Torn to oblivion. Absurd.
Come on, we can do it. I'll protect us. I can fix this. Race you. You're toast.
This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Let's dance.
It's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait, what's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among...
These are...
They left something behind. Yes.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious.
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the
Yes. However, you'll understand after watching it.
civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Arc...
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his
I've never heard about the surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe the Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last word, how could I ever begin to accept this?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
My Eremites and I. What are we even fighting for?
Hey,
I'll live. I should probably go.
what's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asked, but please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow...
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you, too.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more...
The outcome...
We should get going too. Let's head... Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
I'll protect us. Let's dance.
It's all good. Whatever the boss says.
Ramon, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to our roof.
I guess all I can say now is...
Don't mention it. I think... But we should...
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't...
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Huh? Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, he asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a... Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely, if it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia, it is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience. Some organisms demonstrate this is but a form.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create a...
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis, had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. Slowly but surely, people...
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
village keepers you've found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The 2 new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
Yeah? Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there...
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh, Paimon!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels...
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone,
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well,
the next time we gather here, we...
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
In the past, if we can find a way to...
you must let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Though I cannot leave Avru Village, I've never felt as roused as this when... I suppose this must be...
The past few days have been some of... and none of it'll earn me a single mora. I can't believe it.
Look on the bright side, dear.
You've got...
Paimon would buy boatloads.
That's it?
It...
Well, and here's hoping that...
Next on the agenda. No touching! We're way behind schedule.
Shine down!
Nice and I'll protect us. Oh. Access denied.
Illusion shattered!
course not.
This world is full of...
Grandma,
Don't even
is
think
the
about
Scarlet
it.
King really gonna come back from the
Meant
dead?
for transporting goods.
Hey, and Mora, or trade anything you own.
Propagate!
What's the big deal?
It's all a bunch of nonsense.
Don't even think about it.
Is the Scarlet King really gonna come back from the dead?
catching. Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda, way behind schedule. Next on the agenda... Next on the agenda... Next on the agenda...
A new punching bag.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule. Way behind schedule. Next on the agenda... Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Next on the agenda...
You are not welcome.
We're way behind schedule.
close enough.
You are not welcome.
That's close enough.
You are not welcome here.
Way behind schedule.
Didn't see that coming.
The agenda?
Scuba, get them! Propagate! Spring forth! Let the show begin. For Rex Lapis! Born of ice and frost.
Access denied.
Let the show begin.
No touching! This is long overdue!
Nice and spicy.
I'll protect us.
Propagate! Booba, get them!
Born of ice and frost. Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule. Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness. Access denied.
Propagate! Let the show begin.
Blaze over. No touching.
Spring forth!
I'll protect us.
It really hurt!
This is the kind of surprise I could sing about.
Nice and spicy! Let the show begin.